Coming up on today's show, does your home need a makeover? We're sharing the best places to shop for items that add style to your space. Plus, we're getting interior design tips from the pros. New Day Cleveland starts right now. Welcome to New Day Cleveland. I'm David Moss, and today's show is all about sprucing up your home. And sometimes all you need is a few small changes to completely transform the look of your space. Our friend Colleen Prim is going to share some ways to do just that.
I'm Colleen with Colleen Prim Design. I have been an interior designer for a little over 6 years now, and one of my specialties is working with lovely spaces like this to kind of punch it up a little bit and really get you to where you want to be with your space. So most of the time when people are thinking about redecorating, they think, I need a couch, chairs, coffee table, side tables, and a lamp, and I'm set. And that's really not all you need. That's really the bare bones, because then you look at the space and you're like, this isn't what I pictured in my mind. This isn't what Pinterest had. This is not on my Pinterest boards. So what we're gonna do is we are going to kind of refresh your space a little bit and add some layers to it to really help it and make it feel more like a home that you want. One of the easiest ways to change out something in your space is by changing out your different pillows. So most of the time with couches and with chairs, they give you the standard pillow that like matches your fabric. Well, what we want to do is we want to change it out and refresh the space, because those are, like I said, standard, and we can punch it up a level. So we got some pillows here that we're going to change things out. Another thing that you can do is, that's really easy, is change out your blankets. So most of the time people are gonna have, dark color blankets or light color blankets. Just changing them out, just a simple different color, is really gonna change the space in your house. Another thing that is good is to have maybe a fun game, so that when you have someone over and you're kind of chit-chatting, like this X's and O's game, you could play tic-tac-toe really quick while you're maybe waiting for something, or just having a little chat. Another way to really punch up your space that's really simple is to actually change out your vase for flowers. You can have real flowers, you can have fake flowers, whatever is your preference. And changing out the vase is something very simple to do. It's not very expensive, and again, this particular one is yellow, so it gives the room a nice little punch. Having other little accessories to kind of fill up the space as well. Boxes are always wonderful. You can put stuff in the boxes, you can have the boxes be empty, but it also gives things height, and that's something that you really want in a design, because when you have like a tall lamp, then you want to have something that's like a box next to it to kind of work your eye down the space. Another thing to kind of layer things is books. Everyone's got probably tons of books in their house, and if you don't like the cover on your book, what you can do is just take the cover off, and a lot of times it's white. And so that is a nice neutral background that you can have to stack your books. Plants are awesome. They can be real or fake, so it's up to you. And I'm always a fan of globes. So globes can come in all kinds of different colors, and it's something little that you can put into your space to kind of punch it up a little bit. So if you're nervous about punching up your space, an easy way to do it is to find an inspirational piece in your room. So we have two in this room, so see if you can spot them before I say them. All right, so we have two. We have a picture and we have a rug. So you can take the colors that are in any of these spaces and bring something out. So for example, the rug and the picture both have a little bit of yellow in them. So that was one of the colors that I pulled out to kind of be able to punch up the space with a little bit of yellow. And then it's gonna bring the yellow out in the rug, and you'll find that once everything's together, it's gonna feel very homey. One of the things that I enjoy so much about doing this is the before and after, and to see how everything comes together and people just love their space, and you see that when they come into their room for the first time after it's all decorated. They have that, this is what I was hoping it would be like. And I just love that feeling. It really helps my job out a lot and just makes me happy.
If you need some assistance reimagining the look of your home, Colleen Prim Design can help. Just schedule a consultation online. Well, one small change you can make is a new light fixture. You can find handmade, one-of-a-kind designs at Whiskerton.
Whiskerton is a handcrafted light company. We make everything here in Akron, Ohio. We specialize in unique and custom lighting that you won't really see in a box department store. We started this, it was Aaron Novak and myself. He called me up one day and was like, hey, he does HVAC. He's like, I got a piece of ductwork I want to make a light out of. And so we made it, posted it on his social media, and then got a pretty good response, and history from there. A lot of people are usually wowed, like they don't expect to be something like this in this building. Like it's a pretty unique showroom to be in a big industrial building. So we have a lot of like Edison style and industrial. We also have some stuff with like the hand blown glass and stuff you see up here. Just a lot of very unique and kind of artistic lighting. We do a lot of stuff with like gas pipe and stuff like that, or even like sculpture style where we'll take a random like a lightning bug or something and kind of turn that into a light. A lot of times we'll start with either an idea that the customer brings or a sketch that we'll do, and then kind of get a material list together and then kind of make it reality. A lot of wiring and fabricating. A lot of times we got to do a lot of custom stuff. Sometimes we do welding or different things to make pieces into a light that aren't typically a light. One of our most unique lights is probably our skateboard light. That one gets a lot of attention. It's got a dimmer built in right on the cord that you can turn. It's got Edison style bulbs that actually look like wheels. On a lot of our pipe lights we have a very unique feature where the valve turns it on and off. So it's really cool. Just a quarter click on, quarter click off, and you keep turning it. And then we'll add a dimmer onto it to make it really fully functional. We try and incorporate, like say if we've got an old fan that we turn and we try and put a little knob that might look like a knob that would have been on it. We try and keep things as realistic as we can. So we do a lot of custom pieces. We'll have somebody bring us a piece that maybe has sentimental value, and then we'll turn that into something that they can treasure forever, that will kind of have some significance of maybe like a past family member or something like that. Sometimes a customer will bring us an idea, or sometimes they'll just be like, hey, can you do something of your own? So kind of a little bit of a mix, but we love like taking things to the workbench and kind of brainstorming and kind of see what will become the best out of what we have supplied. We've got a prosthetic leg is probably the most unique. It's kind of like the leg lamp, but different. We've done a few of those. Somebody's brought like a Jeep grill, and we took like the headlights and made that the lights. Sometimes we'll have like a gauge or something for a retirement present for somebody that was in like a water pressure business or something like that, or just something that was very unique that meant something to somebody. So sometimes we'll get tears, like if something is very sentimental to somebody and they're like, wow, like I didn't even imagine it could look like this. Other times we get smiles from ear to ear, just all in between. It's great to be able to take like this vision that you have and then turn it into a reality and have it be something that is going to be displayed and treasured for a long time.
Whiskerton is located on Get Street, and that is in Akron. And for a custom order, reach out online. Coming up after the break, we're adding a touch of luxury with high-quality linens. Well, if you want to land in a place that's a little bit like heaven, as heaven would be, I would guess, it might be Block Brothers on the corner of Lander Circle here.
Yes.
Chagrin Boulevard.
Chagrin and Lander.
Carolyn Block. And this is one of those stores that, well, how would you describe it to somebody?
We're a home luxury store, so we have sheets, comforters, home accessories, decorative accessories, gift items, anything you can do to make your home more beautiful and more comfortable.
Yeah, and I always think about bedrooms and bathrooms when I come here, but like right here, as the world turns.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
I come here when I need a specialty gift once in a while,
Yeah.
because you do have that also. Like, what's the story on these?
These are fabulous gifts that fit in every decor. It works on the environment, and it works on light and the magnetism of the earth, and that's what keeps it rotating. There's no batteries.
This goes round and round.
Yes.
Okay,
right.
so that's like a little tiny gift item you'd see. And as we walk through, we see pillows and bedspreads and all that sort of things. But these are also, I find these fascinating. What's the story on the flowers?
These will look great forever. This is an artificial arrangement that is made here in the United States. This arrangement is made in Paris, France by an artist who creates these fabulous containers with wonderful pieces of flowers.
Just beautiful stuff that lasts a long, long, long time.
Yes.
This is fascinating. You were telling me something about this fabric here.
This duvet cover, the blanket, and the sheets are all made from a tree. It's a white birch tree. The forest is
so
planted
soft.
in Italy specifically for this product, and the pulp is blended until it's almost water consistency.
Hey, so people come in here and I'm sure they want to touch everything. How do you guys feel about people touching stuff?
The more you touch it, the more you love it.
The more you touch it, the more you love it. These are very popular now for
Yes.
some folks.
Those are made in Belgium, and the glasswork is absolutely gorgeous. The container is beautiful, which you continue to use after the wax is gone. The life of the fragrance and the candle is hours and hours, up to 160 hours, that it continues beautiful burning with no smoke.
Different colors and
Yes.
scents. Well, when you walk in the front door here, I mentioned heaven earlier because of all these fluffy pillows and all that. This is a place where you want to buy a pillow. This is where it's like buying a custom car. I mean, you get the pillow
Yes.
that's perfect for you.
Perfect for your size body, how you sleep, whether it's your stomach, your side, or your back.
I like that. Wonderful things on the wall too. I mean, you look at the gift items, the lamps, the comforters. Everything here is, well, you've chosen it for what reason? Like it's really special or?
It's for the artistic value, and we strive to find things made by artisans in the United States. This is made in Florida by an artist, and it's called Lawrence Welk Bubbles.
It's a beautiful set of lamps. And in the back of the store, I know you have a big pillow stash in the back too.
Yes, we carry Scandia down, which is guaranteed for a lifetime. It has a warranty that it's hypoallergenic and totally sterilized, and it just conforms to your body, so you get a really nice, good support and a good sleep.
So how long have you guys been doing this in this store? Been
50
around?
years.
50 years.
This
So-
store, 15,
Uh-huh.
but our first store was in 1972.
Been around for a little while.
Yes.
Right now on the corner of Landers, go around Landers Circle, you look out that way and you see the Metropolitan Market. I go to see
Yes.
John all the time for
Oh, I
sushi.
love Metropolitan Market.
Is it-
John's great.
He is great. I love John.
follow him everywhere he went.
Yeah, he's a friendly guy. Knuth is right next door, so it's
Yes.
easy to find. There's a car wash over there, but Black Brothers right on the corner. And when you walk in here, it's like walking into another world because you talk about soft, beautiful fabrics, fluffy down,
Yes.
and some beautiful, beautiful gift items that you just can't find them anywhere else in the Cleveland area. One of my favorite beautiful stores.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Great to
Thank
see
you.
you. Nothing freshens up your home like a new houseplant. So we're going to head to Kent for some greenery. This is Flourish Plant Market.
Flourish Plant Market is an indoor plant shop. We feature locally made products. We feature easy care plants, pet-friendly plants, and even some more unique and harder to find plants as well. We specialize in really teaching the basics and the knowledge and skills of plant care. We do a lot of workshops and have a good time. I've always loved plants. That's been like the common thread throughout my life. Not only do they help to clean the air, but it helps. There's been all kinds of scientific studies that they help with mood, they help with productivity. There's all kinds of benefits, health benefits to having plants in your home, but also it just gives you a sense of responsibility, something to take care of, and you kind of feel attached to it and grow with it and learn as it grows. We carry pet-friendly plants. A lot of people come in and have cats that like to mess with their stuff. They want to make sure that they're safe and don't get sick, so we carry a lot of those. We carry low-light tolerant plants, like I said, easy care plants. So we have a lot of college students who come in who it's their first time with plants, and so they don't really know what to get, where to start out, what to even do. So we try to help them through that as well. And then we're getting some more harder to find stuff in, some more rare type stuff in too. All of our plants, they come with QR codes on them, so that when you get home and you forget what we talked about in store, you can just take your camera or your phone and scan it, and it takes you right to our website where the care for that specific plant lives. It tells you the name, it tells you where to put it as far as lighting conditions go, the whole nine. So that's like a huge part of what we do. And then also in store, whenever anybody comes in, I almost always have a conversation with people, as long as they're willing to talk about plants, because I love it. And I ask them all about what their style is. I believe that there's a right plant for everybody, even people who are like plant killers and black thumbs, So it's just a matter of finding the right plant for the right person in their environment. We work with as many local makers as we can. We're always looking for more as well. We work with Cuyahoga Valley, we work with Base Camp Ceramics, Hazel Made, Evergreen Concrete Co., Finch and Ferns. There's a bunch that we work with that we absolutely love. And a lot of them have been with us since the very beginning when we were in our pop-up stage. So it's nice to have been able to grow and see them grow as well. I want people to know that this isn't an intimidating experience. For a lot of folks, going plant shopping can be, especially if you're new to it. So I like to really make sure that people feel comfortable and at home here, and feel like they can ask me questions and feel like there are no stupid questions. I'm happy to help. I'm happy to talk plants. I really honestly enjoy it. So I'm all about helping you and create an experience that makes you feel confident in your abilities.
Flourish Plant Market is located on South Water Street in Kent. After the break, tips on creating the perfect dining space. Welcome back to New Day Cleveland. They say the heart of the home is the kitchen, but the dining room may be a close second. There's nothing like gathering around the dining room table for a great meal, right? Well, our next expert has some tips on making the most out of your dining experience.
We are Wayside Workshop Furniture and Gift Company. We sell furniture basically for every room in your home. We specialize in dining furniture, tables and chairs. All of our tables and chairs are Amish made right here in Ohio, all made out of solid wood. Normally it's made out of your domestic hardwoods, which is what the Amish work with. We sell an extensive line of tables and chairs. We sell a reclaimed lumber Amish line of tables and chairs, and from all different styles. We do cottage, farmhouse, traditional, formal, for kitchens, dining rooms, great rooms, everything like that. I think size of the room is very important when you're planning an area in your home for dining, because that's going to determine what size table is going to be able to fit in your room. You want to also think about how many people you need to seat at this table. A lot of families really like the reclaimed look. It's already distressed. It's already got nicks and dents in it. It's already ready to go. And if your kids put another little nick or dent in it, it just adds more character to the piece of furniture. Also important, is your style. What do you like? Do you like farmhouse? Do you like more modern, sleek, clean lines, like a shaker look? Are you more traditional? We would work you through all these questions that we have. And of course, budget also plays into that in a lot of cases. Every table is custom made for you. We do not stock anything because we have just hundreds of different options with the different colors, the different woods, the different sizes, totally made to your specifications and made just for you. We help you pick out the colors and the woods that are going to work, for your particular needs. We do stain colors, we do painted finishes, and then we can do custom sizes as well. We have hundreds of standard sizes, but we can also customize it. If we can get another inch or two out of that space, we will, and it's not very costly to do that. Ken and I, that is my husband, we are very, very hands-on owners here. Usually 5 days a week we are here. We do get a day off every once in a while, but we have a wonderful team of salespeople that work with us. They've been with us a long time. Actually, our newest employee has been with us for 10 years. So they're very knowledgeable. They care about, making sure that they help the customer and get the customer exactly what they're looking for.
Wayside Workshop is located on South Chillicothe Road in Aurora, and they're open 7 days a week. How about adding a bit of personality to your home? From bathrooms to backsplashes to fireplace details, the possibilities are endless at Art Fine Tile.
Art Fine Tile is a specialty tile store that represents about 50 different tile artisans who are handmade artisans in the United States. We also carry a wide selection of flooring, and that flooring is from around the world. It's Italian, and it is Spanish, American, Mexican, but you name it. And the concept of our store is to come up with new and exciting installations using these various products and putting just the slightest or the most of excitement and personality into your environment, your home. We represent about 50 different tile studios from around the country. They're all American made, handcrafted. Everyone has their own glazes, and so everything can be multiplied from what you see in the store. Obviously, it can be a different color, different texture. So all of that is handmade to order, so nothing is a cash and carry out the door as far as that's concerned. It's a very planned process. There are so many different styles of homes and so many different decades of different designs, so that really is key. So if somebody has a 1920s home and it's maybe an arts and crafts kind of style, then I have actually the combinations that will actually enhance that renovation so that it doesn't look like it's a different house, that it actually looks period if that's what they want. Or it could be an upscale of a period, a little more contemporary, but just that little slight flavor that it actually belongs in that environment. It is by appointment only. I first ask them over the phone what projects they're working on. Then I ask them if they have any measurements. Do they have any colors that they particularly like? I ask them to bring in anything of color. It could be an old tennis shoe, I really don't care, but it needs to give me a starting point to see what their vision is so that can help them along that process and really make that vision come true. I help them with the design layout. I actually do scale drawings of the project and a half scale. That assists me in being able to figure out all of the parts and pieces of the project, how it's going to actually be laid out and installed. It also helps the installer to put the puzzle together. It's adding art to architecture. That was our premise when we started, and hopefully I can do that for each and every client that comes in. It makes your home someplace you want to be and gives you great joy to have a nice environment to live in.
Art Fine Tile is located on South Market Street in Worcester. It is by appointment only, and she doesn't have a website, and she's not on social media, so you need to pick up the phone and give her a call to set an appointment. Still to come, unique and vintage finds for your home. Welcome back to New Day Cleveland at our show about adding style to your space. How about giving your guests a good first impression with an updated entryway? Our friends at 1811 Specialty Shop shared some tips. Take a look.
Hi, I'm Amanda with 1811 Specialty Shop in Brecksville, Ohio, and I'm the shopkeeper and owner, and I'm also the home stylist for a lot of my customers who come in and want to make their homes homier. Two of my favorite places to start styling a home is the council tables and the fireplace. A council table is a great opportunity to tell that family story. A couple principles to think about when you're decorating your council table. The first really being bringing that family story. Find family photos, old, you can go really far back, some black and whites, to something new. I like bringing in different types of frames to showcase the different aspects of those pictures. So wood, metal, different designs, something to kind of bring in different character, different shapes, sizes, you want to bring in different scale. Then what I like to do is add in the fun decor elements. So that's really with bringing in some soft pieces. So think about something I've been doing a lot lately that I really love is bringing in a table runner that you would use on your kitchen table. I'll fold it in half and kind of drape it diagonally across the council table to bring in some softer elements and a little bit of extra texture. Another thing that I've really been loving is always adding in some greenery, whether it's fresh greenery, fresh plants, fresh flowers from my front yard that I clipped, or bringing in some faux flowers depending on where in the home and the amount of sunlight that's coming in. And then to top it all off, to really bring this piece together and make it one little vignette that showcases your family's personality is the candlelight. What I'll typically do is bring in LED lights that are easy to operate via a remote, and they're a little safer that way too, in case somebody bumps into it when they're taking their shoes off when they come through the door. The LED candles really bring like a little flicker and a little liveliness to that entire space, and it looks beautiful at night too. Lots of different shapes and sizes and heights when it comes to fireplaces and where they're at in the home. I've had anything from the corner fireplace with the 20-foot ceilings to 8-9-foot ceiling. So I've had a lot of experience, not only personally decorating my own, but then with the customers that I've worked with too. So one of the things to think about with the fireplace is bringing in greenery. That's what I like to do at first. That just brings it to life. Whatever season it is, I bring in seasonally appropriate garlands. Another element is bringing in the candlelight, just like we said with the council table, bringing in that flickering light. And again, the LEDs are great here because you can just with a remote operate those LEDs without having to reach up on top of the fireplace and light a candle. I'd spend extra attention on the council tables and the fireplaces, these gathering spaces, because they really are not only a functional space where you can add some extra storage through baskets or different types of boxes that could go under these pieces or around them, but then they also provide a lot of space for people that are coming into the home or even just people living in the home to engage with and interact with so that they can get that little spark of joy from seeing all the different pieces and elements of your family. Every family has some kind of cool story that inspired the next generation. And so I love being able to help people bring out that story, something that they thought maybe was just, part of their everyday life, but really is a unique aspect of them that should be highlighted more broadly.
1811 Specialty Shop is located on Chippewa Road in Brecksville, and they're closed on Sundays. Well, if you'd like to find a one-of-a-kind piece to decorate your home, we've got just the place. Curated, vintage, and quirky, and that's how you must describe Rust Modern Home.
Rust Modern Home is a vintage furniture and home decor store located here in Bath Township, Ohio. We specialize in unique pieces. We do not focus on any one genre or time period, but instead we try to incorporate a lot of different things into the same space to bring character and charm. Jessica and I, my business partner, we were friends first and had a love of vintage shopping and home decor, but our styles are completely opposite. And so that's the fun part of our store, and what makes us really unique is you'll come in and you'll notice that it's just a real fun, eclectic mix of everything. You'll find a lot of furniture, some of which is actually repurposed from vintage and antique items that we do ourselves, as well as home decor items. Those are our big sellers, and a lot of art. People love our quirky things. So like I would say it's the art, which is really fun. We have unframed and framed art, but I think it's the little things. Like people will come in and find a brass grasshopper or these really cool bookends that you can't find anywhere else, and that's what makes us unique. People ask about the name a lot. Rust Modern Home. It comes from the idea that you can take a piece that has history, may even have rust on it, and you can incorporate it into a modern home setting. I remember the first time I went to Jess's house, I had never seen someone take an industrial metal piece of furniture and incorporate it into a modern setting. And those pieces become people's favorites, they're conversation starters, they have a lot of character. Yeah, that's what we try to provide here, is those one-of-a-kind pieces. We have 7 kids between us, and we had both been stay-at-home moms. We relocated here around the same time, and we were just going to the bake shop next door like we always do with our kids, and saw that the building next door was vacant. And Jessica is the big ideas person, and she's like, should we open a store? And I was like, you're crazy, and then we did it. So literally no plan, jumped in with both feet, learned as we came along, and created something that we're really proud of. One of our favorite things is people's verbal feedback. They walk in and they say, oh, it smells so good. Oh, it's so cozy and warm. And that's what we really tried to do. We tried to create an environment that was not cluttered, but felt more homey and inviting. And you'll either find me or Jess at the front welcoming you, or our parents, or my husband. We're really a family-owned business that operates more like a warm home space for people to come and land.
Rust Modern Home is located on Y Road in Bath Township, and they're open Thursday through Saturday. Coming up after the break, textiles that transform your furniture. Welcome back to New Day Cleveland at our show about interior design, and it's all in the details. Our next expert shares some tips on how to make the perfect tablescape. Check it out.
Welcome back to Solari. Solari has been in the home decor business for 21 years here in Rocky River, and we import directly from Italy, from pretty much every region, with all different types of products, including ceramics and tableware, home decor, personal accessories, Murano glass. Tablescaping is an art. It's one that turns dining into an experience. You've put a lot of effort into preparing a meal to share with family and friends, and it doesn't have to be a big event, it just has to be something that will have a big impact. Some of the keys to successfully tablescaping can start with the canvas of the table, which can be some linens. For instance, runners. They're kind of a one-size-fit-all type of an item that will really help set the tone. It's the canvas for the rest of the table. And it's not a situation where you have to go crazy and come up with all kinds of things that you run out and buy. For instance, if you scattered a few really adorable mugs with some flowers in it all across the table, which you probably have at home, you're creating a big impact. Invest in a really pretty pitcher. This you can use as a wine cooler. You can decant the wine into it and serve it. Most of Italy is serving their wine from a pitcher like this. Here's an egg cup, which you can serve limoncello out of, or use it for a toothpick holder on the table. Here we have a couple more uses for the pitcher. We have passing the breadsticks, and here's a beautiful vase. Then we have a small pitcher that certainly can be used for extra spaghetti sauce or for gravy even. Then something old that's new again, we have the coupe glass, which was, of course, the champagne flute in the past. It's again a really great way to serve champagne, but it also makes a fabulous shrimp cocktail holder. You can put sauce in it and hang shrimp over the end. You can set a beautiful table with candlesticks of all sizes. This is a martini glass. Here you have your coupe glass. So just think multi-level and using some of the things that you already have. The key is trying to come up with multi-function for things that you put on the table. So when you go out to make a purchase, use your imagination and come up with some alternate function, something you can use over and over again for other circumstances. I think it's really important sometimes to think a little bit outside the box in terms of mixing and matching. It creates a bigger impact. So if you have different colored glasses, everybody knows which glass is theirs on the table or when you're walking around or having a buffet. It's also fun to think in terms of mixing and matching colors of the dishes on the table. You can have dinner plates all different colors, or you can have all the dinner plates the same color and layer it differently. If the table is set all different, it'll take you an amount of time to sit there and realize all the different aspects of the table. I like things to be unique to me, not to be something that's just right out of a box that you can see all over every department store, every big box store, something that will make you feel special. I'm not a great cook. I started all of this because of the fact that even though I'm not a great cook, I can set a beautiful table. Just be unique, be yourself, and have fun.
Solari is located on Old Detroit Road in Rocky River, and they're closed on Sundays. Okay, give your favorite furniture a new life. From Reupholstery to brand new pillows and cushions, Schindler's Fabrics has generations of experience. Take a look.
Schindler's Fabrics has been here since 1938. Schindler's started off as my dad. He was orphaned, and at 15 back in the day, you could come and work in a factory, and that's where he got his training. I guess I was weaned on fabric books when I was small. My first job was stripping, which means furniture, and you know, doing what my dad needed to help out. With 4 people that work here, we have over 160 years of experience. I've been here since 6. We do upholstery, draperies, soft treatments, pillows, boat cushions. We've been doing them for quite a long time. It's almost 10,000 feet. About 8,000 is stock that we buy from various suppliers. We have vinyls, we have outdoor fabrics, we have velvets, we have cottons, polyester, slipcover fabrics, drapery fabrics. We have trend fabrics, which was gray and white and black, and it's been like that for a good 10 years. But they're introducing a lot more color now. Reds, greens, primary colors, bright, happy. Most of them were geometric for a while. Now they're coming back with flowers and stripes and checks and basic, comfortable fabrics to live with. We also have samples we can order. If you can't find anything in stock, we have supplies, draper rods. We do cushions and put new foam in them. We wrap cushions. We make comforters, we make bedding. Schindler's does also boats, basically the cushions, and some of them are like an engineering feat because of their angles and the curves. And we stock and sell the outdoor fabric and also the marine vinyl. Usually we have them send us a picture now. We could do that over the social media, which is great. And then we estimate the yardage, the price, and then they come in and pick out fabrics. Our upholsterers have a long experience with older pieces. We have done antiques for some of the houses that they have tours on, and we've been doing it for so long that we know how to do the old and the new. We have a lot of creative and artistic people that come in with some great projects. We love to see their pictures, and they're excited, and one lady wouldn't sit on her couch for 3 months because she loved it so much. I've been in it so long that we really don't get too many bad reviews. I enjoy it. You have to enjoy what you do.
Schindler's Fabric is located on Lorraine Avenue in Cleveland, and they're open Thursday through Saturday. After the break, antique finds to fill your space. Welcome back to New Day Cleveland and our show about updating the look of your home. If you're searching for something antique or unique, our next stop is for you. This is Table for Two.
Table for Two is a curated furniture and home goods store, and we specialize in antique, vintage, secondhand pieces. We wanted to open Table for Two, and the reason we started it was we found a need for wanting to kind of help the planet Earth as much as we can by diverting furniture and home goods from entering the landfill and helping them kind of find a second or third or fourth life with a new family and a new home.
This area, historically has been an antiques district. And it's kind of seen a resurgence, and we hope to be part of that resurgence of more vintage, more just variety throughout the neighborhood.
When you walk into our store, you're going to find furniture for sure, and then the home decor that we have. It's kind of a very eclectic approach. We have pieces that are, from the late 1800s to early 1900s, mid-century modern pieces. We're definitely drawn to kind of those clean lines, and you can customize it how you want, put your spin on it. Finding pieces for the store is very different than finding pieces for myself. I feel the store has its own personality, and I've kind of just come to find things and I'll know instantly, yep, that's for the store. I try to kind of go with pieces that are a part of my personality and that I'm drawn to, but also feels like the store's personality.
We highlight a lot of local vendors at the store and also do wellness events like yoga, sound baths. We have a lot of fun with the playlist. I'm a musician. I've played in bands, local bands and up-and-coming bands, so we try to highlight some local Cleveland bands in our playlist and kind of mixed in with just a variety of music. But we really hope that shopping experience is unique for people, and they can walk in somewhere and discover something new.
The name Table for Two comes from my husband Dave and I. This is our store, and one of the first things we built together was a table, and one of the first things I ever built for myself was a table. Dave and I built a speaker table out of an old speaker, and it just kind of stuck. It feels like as a collective we've just become more mindful of things, and these pieces were meant to last. They were meant to be refinished over the years. They're made with solid wood that can, kind of take that beating, so to speak, to be, stripped down, restained, resealed, and, you can pass it down through your generations to come. I really put a lot of thought and energy into the pieces that are here, and so I hope when you take it home, a piece of that love comes home with you.
Table for Two is located on Lorraine Avenue in Cleveland, and they're open Thursday through Sunday. Well, that's all for our show, folks. And whether it's a simple swap or a complete renovation, we hope we inspired you to transform your space into something you'll really love. And I want to thank the folks here at beautiful Block Brothers and, of course, Missy the Golden Retriever. Nice touch, right? We'll see you on the next New Day Cleveland. I'm David Moss.